this video, I interview my client Dave, aka DeFi.Dave on Twitter or X. He's actually Twitter famous, which is pretty crazy. And in this video, we're gonna go through step by step his transformation and his journey because he was on the cycle of constantly gaining weight and losing weight. We needed an approach that was much more sustainable and actually worked with his constant travel schedule. He works in cryptocurrency, so he goes through this pretty crazy conference circuit every year that travels throughout the world. We're talking like Bangkok, Thailand, a lot of places in Europe, sometimes South America, North America, you get the idea. He also moved halfway through the program from LA to New York. So we're gonna break all of that down in this video. Stay tuned to see all of the systems that he has started to implement now and how his mindset has changed. Welcome in, Dave. Thanks for joining me today. Can
Oh,
you
is it
start
recording?
off by giving us a quick intro, who you
Oh,
are, where you live, what you do for work, what your work schedule's like?
yeah. Thanks so much for having me on, Zach, for this interview. Huge fan of the program. Really, quite the transformation the past 5.5 months. A little bit about myself. I go by online as DeFi Dave. I work in stablecoins, which is an area of crypto. That's my specialty, in DeFi. That's why I'm DeFi Dave. And my work has me traveling a lot, especially over the past few years. I think crypto has gotten this like notorious reputation of some of the most aggressive travel circuits of any industry I've seen. And not just that, even when you're not traveling, because it's like a big self-agency startup culture, like your hours are just like all over the place. So you're just like sometimes you're on, sometimes you're off, and like you don't really have like a set routine schedule. And for me personally, I've fitness has always been a big part of my life since my youth. Like always, when I was kid, younger, I played sports. Been lifting weights since I was 13, even after my athletic career was over. Just like kept up with the gym. And before I had like a much more sedentary, not sedentary where I was stationary, but like sedentary in the sense that I was in one place, I had a routine, wake up, go work, go to the gym. So it was like easy to plan around that, easy to like plan nutrition, meals around that. But as like my career evolved and there, a lot of things happened where I was traveling more and things got like a bit chaotic. My routine got out of whack, especially with traveling. And also, I just didn't have the same knowledge or like I didn't update my knowledge in fitness and nutrition that like that I just didn't keep up with it. So I had like a lot of assumptions that were wrong about nutrition, and all I knew was like just like lift weights and eat a lot of food because when I was younger, I played football. And so like that's all I knew. That was like the protocol I knew. It's just
Yeah.
like, but you hear things here and there, but like I just I was on this kind of this like flywheel per se. And that's funny. That was like the name of my old podcast, Flywheel, where it was a cycle of I would like want to get healthy and I would just go to the extremes to get healthy or like what I thought was healthy. So I thought healthy equal just losing weight. And so I just go on an extreme diet. Like I'd go like gluten free and like not drink for like 3 months. And yes, I would lose the weight. Yes, I would lose like 20 pounds. But once I like got, once I was done with it, I would just gain the 20 pounds back. And I remember it was like, okay, like I'm gonna go like do boxing and like be like really aggressive at boxing and like almost like got in a boxing fight and all that. I was like training 5, 6 days a week. I remember what I did during like my gluten-free diet and like I just did that too. It was a very extreme diet. And yes, I did lose 20, 30 pounds. But once I got off boxing, I gained the weight back. And I was just on this vicious cycle and I like saw myself on this like, constant like treadmill and I'm just like I kind of get like tired of it. And like I turned 30. Oh wow, it's been like my birthday was like 10 months ago. I turned 30 and I just like I saw this cycle and like getting into my like 30s, I was like, I'm tired of this. I want to like learn about healthier habits. I want to like take it upon myself to like put my health first. And I've always had that mindset. But like I just didn't have like the knowledge or skills. And then one day I was like literally getting home from a trip, and like I think I like saw your Instagram and I like saw an ad for it. It was like an ad for consultants that travel. I'm like, wow, this is like literally for me, literally made for me. I followed you, and then you just like followed up with me like right away. I probably wouldn't have reached out if you didn't reach out to me. So kudos to you on that part. And I'm just like, sure, I'll take the call. And it was funny. I remember like our first phone call. I thought I'd be interviewing you, but you're actually interviewing me to take me on as a client. I was like, whoa, I was not prepared for that. And this was like back in December. And I was just like, and I guess I said the right answers and you took me on, and it's been like quite the journey since.
Yeah, that's so funny. I remember that first call because I think like midway through you were like, am I like doing good on this? Like, how many
I was like,
I'm
am I
asking?
okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah, I mean, I want to make sure you're qualified and then I can actually help you. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because like you don't want to like take on a client that isn't a good client and that
Right.
is gonna half-ass it. Like you want people. It's like you can never push people through the door. You can only open the door for the people. And you're looking for when you do the interview. You're like, okay, who's actually gonna walk through the door? Who's actually gonna show up? Who's actually gonna do the
Exactly.
program? Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. And it's also like who has the right mindset going in too, you know?
yeah.
What were some of the mindsets you think you had that like coming into the program were helpful for you and allowed you to be so successful?
Um, I think I just what made me successful in this program is that like I really took it upon myself to make it a lifestyle. It wasn't just like a diet where like it
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm like doing this thing for a little bit and then like I'm off of it. Like, no, it's like you're really learning things that you can just like carry with you even till after the program. And
Yeah.
so at first, and also I think you did a good job like you did a good job of like making it like light and low pressure at first because it is an adjustment. Like
Yeah.
recording all your meals and then like doing the workouts and like um you know so like getting I think going to the program I just had like the right mindset and like the framing that you put the program in is like, hey, we're not doing like you're not going to go like all out to the extreme. It's like you're going to make like small variable adjustments throughout your life that compounded make a big difference over time. And so I think like the biggest things for me, I never really recorded my meals before, and I never really recorded like I didn't really notice the nutritional like facts of them, like calories, carbs, fat. I was just eating like random stuff, and
Yeah.
like I didn't realize how much carbs I was eating, like how much carbs I was actually intaking, how much fat I was actually intaking. So once I like noticed that, it was like, okay, all I have to do is decrease carbs and fat and increase protein. And so instead of getting like rice as a base, you get salad as a base. Instead of like getting a sandwich, you just get like pure protein and vegetables. And so once I like something like as small as like not eating like bread and gluten and stuff like every meal made a huge difference compounded over time. Um, and also like the thing is like you still have like a budget. Like that's the big thing. It's like, okay, you have like a calorie budget. If you like don't eat carbs in the beginning of the day, like you shouldn't feel guilty about eating cookies at the end of the day. And so like that
Yeah.
was a big thing for me, like adjusting
Yeah.
for that. It's like, oh wow, I can like enjoy myself and like I don't have to feel oh, that's like another thing. Like I would like feel guilty if I like go off track because like before this whole thing, I was like in very like all in, all or nothing extreme mindset. But with this one, it was just like, okay, just like small adjustments. It's like, okay, if I like I can like have something here and there, but like as long as I like stay on track and like, you're gonna have your ups and downs like naturally in this program.
Yeah.
But as long as your trajectory is still like where you want to go, like that's the most important thing. So it's that with the diet and then with like the working out, um, it's like I live a busy life. It's like hard to like go to the gym more than 3 times a week. And
Mm.
so making like the adjustment of just like working out like I think it's not that I didn't work out before, but I didn't work out like I could have like went harder and pushed myself harder. And like once like you told me like a few different things, like that's one of the easiest thing for me was like pushing myself harder. And I can confidently say I'm like the strongest I've been since in like the past 12 years. Like you've seen my like
Yeah.
weights, they've just gone like through the
Yeah.
roof.
Just
Um
skyrocketed. Yeah.
yeah, and I think like the biggest like I think like the thing that stuck out for me in this program is you said like your inputs determine your outputs. And so if you just like do the program, like you do just like make these small adjustments you learn what you need from the course, like like managing carbs and everything. You take what you need in working out, and then like when you're the thing is like when you're traveling and stuff, it's like your goal is to maintain. And so like as long as you like you don't have to like be an athlete while you travel. You don't have to be at your best, but if you can just like maintain and not go, you'll be fine and you'll like get to where you need to go. And yeah, it's just I and also another thing is like I thought I wanted just to lose weight, but after like recording like my weight and like noticing like what it means to actually lose weight and lose fat and gain muscle, it's not just like, oh, I'm looking to go from like 230 to 210. No, it's not like that at all. It's like even if you go from like 230 to 220, but like the weight that you do have is like actually muscle and like you just cut down on fat, that's like the real kicker. That's like the real difference. And that's something that never really registered with me before because I was like, I just want to like lose weight.
Yeah.
But like the difference between like me losing weight in the past and me losing weight now is I showed you the pictures. Like
Mhm.
I still was like basically the same muscle composition and percentage as I was when I like lost weight a few years ago. But now that I lost weight and I'm like just way stronger, like I have way more definition than I did before. And it's just like I felt like the fat just is just like melted off my body. And it's just like it's very subtle. Like the way I carry weight is like you don't really tell that I was like a little bit overweight because I carry it well. But I just like I felt like I like knew I wasn't like really feeling it. But
Yeah.
like then now I'm just like that. I just feel like sharper, more energy. I look at myself like, damn, like I actually did this transformation. So all
Yeah.
I needed was like the right roadmap, the right guide, the right blueprint. And
Yeah.
I'm like I have like a lot of self-agency. So as long as I like have like the guy, I can just take what I need and like go run with it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. Every time I look at your progress photos, I'm like, holy shit, like this guy's
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, yeah.
How would you describe that program structure to somebody who isn't in it?
It's very self-directed, and so it's not like I feel like a lot of people like they feel like they need like a trainer at the gym to push them. They need someone like at like there like to hold their hand. Like I think the thing I appreciate about like at first it made me nervous, like oh like I'm not like talking to you every week, but like I appreciate how like async the program is, and then like I just like you just do like the main things like you fill in your updates, like how you're feeling, and like I was very self-reflective. You could tell
Yeah.
in my like forums and stuff about like this whole journey.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're like living a busy life and you don't have like time to like get like a trainer and to like be with someone to like hold your hand, and you're like pretty self-directed and you just need like just like a guide, then this is the program for you.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so true, right? Because like when you're traveling all the time, it's like I can't go into a gym with a trainer every week when I'm gone half the time,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And like 3 times a week in the gym is like no matter where I think that is like no matter where you are, you can like accomplish that. Like I know for me when I travel, uh it's towards the end of the trip, I know I'm gonna fall off. So I'm gonna try to get as many gym days as I can at the beginning of the trip while I'm still on it. And then like towards the end, it's like, okay, like I don't have to feel guilty if I like miss the gym.
Exactly. Setting yourself up for success and planning ahead is so huge. That's something you've
Yeah,
actually been really good about that I think has led to so much of your success is like, it's like, okay, well, if I'm traveling for 7 days, if I work out for 3 of those days and not for 4, am I still going to make some progress? Yeah,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. And
So,
I think that's the thing with me that helped me is like historically the gym has been kind of my structural foundation for the rest of everything I do. It's
yeah,
like, okay, as long as I go to the gym like a few times a week, like that serves as like a foundation of me being committed to something, and then it just pours over into other things that I do. So like that, I mean, I probably that was like the easiest part was the gym.
yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
that's huge. I'm curious, what does your family, your friend group, your colleagues, what do they all think of this?
Oh no, I always rave about this. So I'm definitely your biggest advocate when it comes to this. Is oh I got this like virtual trainer. Like they definitely noticed the transition. My dad's like, you look like Adonis right now. He said that. I
Wow.
quoted him.
That's
Yeah.
an amazing
Um,
compliment.
Yeah, no, like people definitely like no, it's subtle, but like people like definitely notice. And like, I started this back in December and now it's like it's May, it's supposed to be June, so it's about to be summer. So like it feels really good that all this hard work I put in the past 5, 6 months, I'll get to like, reap the fruits of my labor, quite literally.
Yeah.
But they like notice and stuff. But like at the end of the day, like I like did this for me. Like I did this because like I at the end of the day, like I wanted this because like I wanted to be healthier and like, I knew like what I was capable of physically, and I knew I wasn't like living up to that. And like as much as I like pride myself on my intellectual pursuits, I've pride myself as much on my physical pursuits as well. And like I wasn't living up to that standard. I wanted to hold myself up to that standard. And like with this program, it gave me the tools to do so.
Yeah. What inspired you to hire a coach to help you figure that out rather than just figuring it out on your own?
It's hard to do it on your own. It's like, I mean, like like, although I have like, I pride myself on having a lot of self-agency, I don't have that much self-agency, to be honest. And like, I've just been really into getting mentors and teachers recently and just like paying people that know more than me. And also it like helps keep you accountable when you have someone else there. It's like, you can't just like goof off per se. Like, if it's just you, it's like easier just to like go like off the rail. But like if you're like actually paying for it and there's someone there, even if it's async, it's like a different level of commitment. So that's why I did it.
Yeah. No, I love what you said because I feel the exact same way. At this point, I don't know if I've told you this before. I've actually spent over six figures on investing in mentors at this point.
Yeah, no, it's really a cheat code, and like I'm still
Yeah.
doing like, yeah, no, I've done everything. I've started to do it like a bit more. And as things come into my life, like I'll probably like hire more and whatnot.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel too. It's like it's the one way you can kind of like time travel, right? Because you can just buy
Yeah.
somebody's expertise and all the mistakes they've made and then just like fast forward and jumpstart yourself to where
Exactly.
they're
It
at.
like it re Yeah, instead of like you having to like do trial and error over and over,
Yeah.
then like you're taking the knowledge and mistakes of someone else and applying it to yourself. And I liked how this was just like a program. It's like, okay, it's 6 months. There's like a time frame, there's like set goals you have. Uh, but yeah, I'm like excited to see where I'm at in like, another 6 months,
I know.
when I'm like committed to this. And like I feel like now I'm at like one level here, but like this, because I've like reached, I feel like I've made so much progress from like 5 months ago to now. Like if I just like keep going this trajectory, like, and just make like more subtle changes to my inputs and realizing those outputs, like I can't imagine where I'll be. So like that would be like the true test. Like come interview me in like 5, 6 months and see where I'm at.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. Can you
yeah.
imagine? Let's go back in time to like November, December, or I guess like November, October of last year before doing this. Can you imagine going back to living the way you used to now?
No, no, because it's just like I I think it's nice when you like hold yourself to a standard and and you know why you're doing it. And I think before I was just like eating whatever I wanted to eat and then like feeling guilty about it. And then I would like try to be healthy, but then like it's too hard and then I'd be this vicious cycle. I think I've like escaped that samsara. I think I escaped that vicious cycle. So I can't imagine going back.
Wow. What do you think was
Yeah.
the key to escaping that vicious cycle?
Just getting the knowledge. I think like not just getting the understanding, like I think it's getting the knowledge and understanding and like understanding like what you're intaking into your body, like what it actually does to you, and then like why you're changing it. And then like kind of just like witness if that this is the hardest thing in this like world of instant gratification. It's hard to see results in like one week,
Yeah.
but it's hard to even see it in like a month. But it's over like 3 months and 4 months and 5 months. You're like, wow, like this is like what actually happens if you like stick to like a nutritional change. And even like the knowledge I learned in your course, like simple things as like, most of the time, like you burn, if the more muscle you have, you just like burn fat while just sitting. And
Yeah.
so like it's like everything is momentum based. And so it's like not that like, oh, you have like one meal and that's the end of the world. Like, no, it's like, or it's like, oh, you have one healthy meal, like you're on the right track. No, it's like doing that repeated over amounts of time, it just is like a snowball that gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually you just have like an avalanche going down a mountain.
Yeah. 100%. Wow, those
Yeah.
are really powerful learnings there too.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not like I like what you mentioned earlier too of like I can have cookies sometimes,
Yeah, yeah.
or like I
And I'm
can
a cookie
drink
monster.
sometimes, right?
I'm not gonna lie. I had like six cookies today, six small cookies today. But that's because like I know I've like been eating pretty healthy the past few days, and
Yeah,
like I don't have carbs every meal. And I know these
yeah,
cookies are probably only like 90 calories with like X amount of carbs. Like maybe yeah, I did like hit my carb. I'm probably like near a little bit over my carb limit. But as long as I like don't eat any more carbs or fat for the end of the day, I just have like another salad and a bunch of protein. I know I'm good.
then you're good. Exactly.
Yeah,
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 that right there is how you unlock sustainability.
yeah, exactly. And I feel like we live in a society and world of extremes. Like everyone's like, oh, you have to like follow this like rigid extreme protocol. You have to like grind and this and that. But like most people are like, and I know for me, I don't want to do that per se. That's not sustainable because you just burn. Most people will burn out. They're not like, hardcore like world class athletes. They're just like normal people living their lives. And so they need something that fits into their lives. And so
Yeah.
this program is something like that, whether you're like traveling or like consulting or just like even at home and just like want some knowledge on how to live a healthier, sustainable lifestyle, this is it.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. What do you think is the difference between gladiator strength and what else is out there?
I don't know what else is out there. I guess like it's funny. I guess like what like I think this goes back to what I just said before. There's like I like the Brian Johnsons of the world, and he's great. I love Brian Johnson. But he's really doing like an extreme experiment on himself, and like I feel like that doesn't apply to most people.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm not sure about like you have like I guess like normal trainer programs where you can go to a trainer. But I think like what's the difference between this program is how holistic it is. And so it's like goes into your food, your diet, you have like support if you like want to be in the groups. You can like I can ask you questions. I would say this program is like very holistic. And it's really for people that have like high self-agency that just needs like a little bit of a push and
Yeah.
like a little bit of guidance and a little bit of structure. And I just needed like a little bit once I like had like those guardrails in place, I set myself with those inputs to give me further inputs, which determine my outputs. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
100%. That's huge. Well, I'm so proud of you for your progress. It's been absolutely insane. So good.
yeah. Thank
Um,
you.
well, I know we have a special project we're cooking up, so maybe
Yes,
we won't. Do you want to announce it now or we can wait? But uh,
I'll give like a little bit of a sneak peek.
yeah,
So for everyone listening, for people who know me or they don't know me, online I go by DeFi Dave, which stands for Decentralized Finance David. I would like to now announce the debut of Decentralized Fitness David and the Decentralized Fitness David offer with Zach. And together we're offering a referral. So if you sign up through me, we'll hook you up basically. So I'm like I started this because I even said to you, I think I said this to you like our first interview. I was like, I see a lot of potential in this if this works. I see like a lot of people in my industry that work in crypto and like work in tech or like any frontier industry that requires like a lot of travel. They have like the same problems as me, or they face the same problems of like traveling a lot, losing routine,
yeah,
unhealthy habits. And like I know they're high agency people as is, so I'm thinking like, oh, there could be like a specialized type of program for them of people that work in crypto in my industry. So Decentralized Fitness David, come support me with
yeah.
the referral link below.
Yeah. I'll put your Twitter.
Yeah,
I'll put your Twitter down
Twitter,
here
Twitter.
so people can
Yeah,
follow you. Yeah,
yeah.
it's awesome. Anything else that you want to share with the viewers? Anything else you feel like would be
No,
relevant?
I'm just
Something else that's on your mind?
immense gratitude, honestly, towards this program. Thank you, Instagram, for that advertising algorithm for making this pop on my feed. You know, this is definitely like life changing. And like now I'm thinking like how I can apply this not just to fitness, but into like all areas of my life. I think that's like the biggest like unlock. It's like, wait, I can like take this kind of mindset and just like apply it to other things and see like how I just like improve overall as a person. So just thank you so much, Zach. Like I'm beyond grateful for this program and like I like literally talk about it with everyone and like recommend it to anyone like looking for just a little push.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, Dave. That means
Yeah,
so much to hear. So thanks for sharing that.
thank you.
Cool. Well, other than Twitter, anywhere else you want to plug that people can find you, communicate with
Yeah,
you, or is that the best
you
one?
can find me on Twitter at DeFiDave22. You can also find me on Telegram if you want to message me there at DeFiDave222. Those are like my main public personas. I'm also on Instagram at Dave Doing Things, but probably more responded on Twitter and Telegram.
Okay. Cool. Sounds great.
Yeah,
All right. Well, we'll wrap it
yeah.
up there. Thanks again for joining.
Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, Decentralized Fitness David, sign up.
Let's do it. All right. And scene. I'll chop it there. That was great. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks
you.
again for
Yeah, no.
joining. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thanks so much for having me. I feel like you could just tell how natural that was,
Yeah.
that interview. So like
Yeah.
that's just like a testament to you and the program. It's funny, when I say the word program, I just think of like football program that I was in before. Like my old school football coach saying like, oh, you got to commit yourself to the program. But it's true, you got to commit yourself to the program.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think in terms of referral, I just got like I have been in like a really busy time at
Yeah.
work. Like things are like ramping up. But yeah, you heard it in the interview. I think I'm gonna it's gonna not be Bushwick themed, but like more deep my brand, which makes more sense.
Interesting. Yeah.
So like decentralized fitness, David. And like I already started a draft of like kind of like my story.
Yeah.
And I think we just like as we get closer, I think we can like put in the we can see like we can decide like oh like sign up for a call here. I feel like probably the easiest thing is like do a call.
Yeah.
Um or like well we can play around with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm at first I'm definitely like a little bit nervous, but like I think being nervous is like a good thing because like I'm doing something like unknown and like I'm basically like leveraging the trust I've built in my industry from like one area and like doing it in like a completely different area. But I think there's definitely potential. Like health is like a big thing in my industry. Like people care about saunas and whatnot. So we'll see how it works. And like, if anything, I'm like happy to like share and like flex my progress to the world and like get you out there. But I'll probably like I think a good time to do this would be like probably like June 9th or June 16th, like around there would be like my target date for announcing.
Yeah. That sounds great. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Just in time for summer.
Just in time.
Get people on the
Yeah.
program and
Yeah, the Decentralized Fitness David program referral link.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably do like maybe some videos of me benching like 280. I can't believe I'm benching
I know, dude. That's
275.
crazy.
I don't know like how that compares to like other people, but like that's insane. Like
It's
that I'm
insane.
like,
It's
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bulgarian squats. I mean, I've been mixing up my workouts a bit more, so I
Yeah.
like I've been doing like dumbbell Bulgarian squats. I've been like mixing up like my arms and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, the gym part was definitely like the easiest part because I just like love the gym and lifting. I'm like, yeah, it's cool how everybody congratulates you. Like I
Yeah.
see like the notification,
It's
and
fun,
it's
right?
yeah. I've noticed my abs get so much stronger too after like a month of. I didn't realize it's been probably like a month of doing
Dude,
it, but I'm like, wow,
yeah. When
yeah,
you messaged me, hey, I'm ready for ab workout level 2, I was like, let's go.
yeah, yeah. I haven't been able to do the. Maybe I'll be. I'm really busy this week. I haven't really been able to do like the conditioning interval, but it's like it's okay. I have it there when I need it,
Yeah, exactly.
and I can still access the app after the course is over, right?
Yeah, I mean it is a $30 a month subscription just because
Oh, okay.
I have to pay
Yeah.
the subscriber. Um,
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
yeah. But if that's okay
Yeah.
with you, then yeah, you can keep it for as long as you want.
Okay. Oh, you mean I'm paying $30 a month?
Yeah, because I have to pay that sub.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Maybe there's like an alternative. Man, I just like don't want to get rid of my prog. I guess I can start over again, but like I'll
Yeah.
try. Is there like alternative like apps I could use, or like is
I've
that like your
searched
favorite?
I've searched for some. There was this one I tried uh I forgot the name. I can send it to you if you want, but the downside with it was I could only build out two workouts and then they were trying to
Oh,
charge you for more. So it's like
yeah.
that
I
was
just
that was
yeah, I just love seeing like my progress. So like the
yeah.
pictures, the weight, like the food, like I don't know, it's just yeah, so I'll probably do it for a few months if I find something better, if I feel like I like okay, I've had enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly keep me updated because I've been looking out there too and I still have yet to find something that can like actually be as powerful for
Hmm.
free. But
Yeah. It's tough. Unless you just like do it yourself. But
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Just gonna like try to finish strong, maybe eat less cookies, but like I said, I'm in budget, so it's not like the
Yeah,
end of the
or if you
world.
eat them, just eat them before the gym, and then you'll be able to use the extra carbs when you lift.
Exactly. Yeah, no, the biggest thing is like I think the biggest change was just like not eating carbs every meal and you just get carbs through like other things.
Yeah.
Like the bread, especially the bread in the US, just so much inflation. I mean inflammatoriness. So
Yeah.
but yeah. Anyways, thank you so much. We'll be in touch about Decentralized Fitness David Fitness Club.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.
Sounds great. All right. Take care,
Yeah.
Dave.
See
Bye.
ya.